Hello and welcome to Let's Rant, and if I sound like a whispering, I probably am because it's like 3 a.m. and my mom's upstairs. Anywho, so this Let's Rant is all about Voltron and the Voltron fandom, and spam being a part of it, how I feel about queer-baited, and cue all the angry people in the Voltron fandom that are like, well, you're mad because your ship didn't become canon. No, I'm mad because of all the fucking hints that they dropped, and all the, the parallels and all of this shit that went down, that, you don't just give that many hints to people who ship one ship and then proceed to make one of the characters a rebound. Like, for me, I've actually been a rebound to someone before. I had a crush on a girl, and she was my first ever, gay crush. She kept on falling for everybody else, and I was just sort of there to be there for her every time a relationship failed. So I was basically the Lance McLean of that situation. But I'm just sort of pissed at the way that Season 8 was. I like to say, and most of my friends like to say, Season 7 is where Voltron ends and Season 8 never existed. So why I feel queer-baited? Well, the hints that were dropped massively throughout all of the seasons of Voltron leading up to Season 8 were extremely pointing towards Clance being endgame. I think there was even a whole thing about Clance being canon, a writer said they were going to be canon, but I know that one of the people said that Lance is going to have a slow burn relationship. Alora and Lance were not a fucking slow burn. Alora didn't even like him. She still didn't like him. If you pay attention to their entire relationship, he's always looking depressed and sad, and yet he's there for her all the time, but she's never there for him. Yet, in the two Clance scenes we get in Season 8, which is them on top of the lions with the sunset and them holding hands, quote-unquote shaking hands, but basically talking alone in a conference room at the garrison. In those two, you can see that he's always a bit happier whenever he's around Keith. And someone, and I don't know if this is true, I saw this day after Season 8 came out, that someone said that originally, after Season 8, because Alora's dead, sorry, spoiler, that Lance later figures out that Alora just wasn't the thing for him, and he goes on to find the future, which, if you ever remember Season 7 and the whole video game episode where they did the one thing and it was like, I think Keith is the future because he's half Gora. Yeah. So, yeah, that was me ranting for 3 minutes and 9 seconds, maybe a little bit less than that right now, about how I felt queer-baited while you just stared at a picture of my persona. Wow, I'm just a furry who rants about Voltron ships. Nice. Alright, bye guys.